Hey everyone, it's Marianne from the New York City Organization of Public Service Retirees. So I got a message for you. This is really for the active workers of DC 37, as well as messaging for all active in-service workers in the city of New York today, under the municipal unions of the Municipal Labor Committee. So today was a meeting of the MLC, and we're going to share with you a little bit of information. But first, for DC 37 employees, do not ratify your contract. You were told that there were no givebacks. Henry refers to an MLC agreement in number 5 in the flyer that he put out to promote your contract that maintains your premium-free healthcare, but he doesn't say which MLC agreement it refers to. Have you seen the entire contract? And do you know which MLC agreement he's referring to? Why is this important? Because today, Henry voted to end all choices of retiree health care and force retirees into Medicare Advantage or HIP VIP only. 2 Medicare Advantage plans, not a choice of plan. If you are in New York, you would have these 2 choices, but if you are not in New York, you would only have one. And it is a managed Medicare, privatized Medicare plan, where many of your doctors may not accept this plan. They'll have to get prior authorization to treat many of your tests, to treat you for many of your tests and procedures. You might not think that this is important because you're young and healthy, but this is a problem when you're older. And when you're sick, your insurance company should not be overriding your doctors, who knows best about what you need. But many of the unions are okay to sell off your health care and ours because they wanted to negotiate you a raise. After all, they figure you won't realize that they sold off your retiree health care because you're not yet retired. But wait, they are also negotiating to water down your current health plans. And while they are going to vote on March 9th to eliminate all retiree health plan choices, they will have to eliminate all active choices too, or be in violation of the New York State Moratorium Act. Now, that law covers teachers, school district employees. Oh, and guess what? DC 37 Med Team is also going away. And if they are successful in doing this, you, the active in-service worker, will only have 2 plans to choose from, HIP HMO and whatever new plan that they are currently negotiating right now in their RFP process. We told you last year, stop them from doing this and start asking questions, because they're doing this to retirees and then they're coming after you next. And they are. So they're moving ahead with what they're doing. You didn't listen. Henry and Michael said that we were the problem. No, they violated the law, and they tried to sell off our health care to give you a raise. Not that you don't deserve a raise. Trust me, you definitely do, but you definitely don't deserve it on my back or yours. They're hoping that you do not realize that you're selling off your future health care because you're not looking at it. Right now, you're just looking at the dollar signs, the lump sum bonus, your percentages, and that's it. But you're not looking at your future health care. Or retirees, because many of you don't even know retirees. They violated the law and they tried to sell off our health care to give you a raise and not pay premium on your health care because of the MLC agreement that they made. And they're not even telling you which one. The one that eliminates our plans and forces us into managed Medicare Advantage healthcare plans. It's coming to you. And this vote is on March 9th, which is next week. Henry also likes to say that the judge in our case against the city said that the city only has to offer one plan. The judge didn't say that. That's a lie. He just keeps weaponizing the judge's order, and so was OLR, by the way, using the same talking points, and it's not real. The judge didn't say we only had to have one plan. This law has been on the books since 1955, and there has been not one plan, but 14 plans for retirees and 11 plans for actives. If you ratify that DC 37 contract, you sold off your health insurance as per that MLC agreement and your future retiree insurance as well. And you will most likely have watered down your health plans starting January of 2024, and premiums are coming to you after you seal this deal. Mark our words. If they had nothing to hide from you, they would have explained what the MLC agreement is in number 5 and how it allows you to have your premium-free health care, but strips a retiree from all their plans. And if you do not accept their plan, you have to waive your city health care benefits and pay for it on the marketplace. And that will cost in excess of $500 per person per month for those of us on small fixed pensions that will bankrupt us for sure. Not everyone can be on a Medicare Advantage plan. It is not traditional Medicare. But I guess you will realize that soon enough if you agree to this DC 37 contract. And read my lips. It wasn't me. It is this list of union presidents: Henry Garrido, Gloria Middleton, Sean Francois, Anthony Wells, Greg Floyd, Bob Krogan, Joe Mannion, Mike Troman, Carmen Charles, Peter Stein, Carmen DeLeon, Joe Pulio, Mike Gardini, Dr. Leonard Davidman, John Hillslop, John Thomas, Moff Uden, Michael DeMarco, Maria Policarpo, Laura Moran, Jeff Oshins, another stubborn guy who refuses to listen, Olivia Duong, Vinnie Variali, Benny Bascio, Saul Fishman. And you will all be signing your health care away if you listen to those union presidents, because they are the ones that voted yes the last time, among a few others. We are warning you one last time. That vote is at the MLC is on March 9th. Stop your union from selling off you and us right now, because if you allow them to do this, you will be giving up a benefit, your access to federal traditional Medicare, and you will never get that back. Please listen. It is super important. They negotiated away your health care, and you may not realize your retiree benefits are gone until it's too late, but it will surely affect us, because not every doctor accepts Medicare. And even though your union presidents like to use the insurance company's talking points, the same ones that they accuse of fleecing the city and fleecing everybody else, they're going to believe their talking points that just because they're a Medicare Advantage plan, all doctors will accept it. That's a lie. Doctors don't have to accept Medicare Advantage plans. And this becomes a problem when you're in assisted living or nursing care. This becomes an even bigger problem if you have a drug plan. Your union has a welfare fund drug plan that has a small, like a low cap, because you would have to exhaust that union's welfare fund before you're able to use the city rider. And that will start to bankrupt the welfare funds, especially the ones with the small caps. Because previously, people wouldn't have used those welfare funds. They just would have bought a drug plan on the outside. You want to know how much more you're paying for drug plans? A private PDP, a private drug plan on the outside for a Medicare-eligible person could average at about $28 to $30 a month. The city's charging you $100 to $125 to $150, depending upon which year it is, for their drug plans. So, 2 messages for tonight. Do not, DC 37, do not ratify that contract. You have a give back. And they're not telling it to you because if they had nothing to hide, they would have definitely said it already. Your give back is your health care. Don't do it. You tell them, show you all the details. Explain that you need to be explained why they're selling off retiree health care. Because they're doing it right now. They voted in the MLC meeting, the steering committee, to go ahead and move with the vote to put in Medicare Advantage in place, strip a retiree of all of their health care plans, leaving you only HIP VIP and Aetna Medicare Advantage. And if you don't choose one of those 2 plans, you are removed from the city health care plans and you have to purchase your plans on the outside. You lose your Medicare B reimbursement. And if you don't know what any of these words are that I'm saying, you need to contact us, because then your union's lying to you even more so. There's a scoop. So, reach out to your unions. And if they don't know how to defend you and protect our retiree health care and your health care benefits, tell them to turn in their union cards, because they shouldn't be labor leaders if they're going to allow the city to dictate to them what our health insurance is. Under the 1992 MLC agreement, the city is required to negotiate all aspects of health care with the MLC. And that is Henry Garrido, Michael Mulgrew, and 100 other unions. But because of the weighted voting structure in the MLC, 2 unions bully all the other 100. And that's DC 37's Henry Garrido and the UFT's Michael Mulgrew. We have begged the unions to change the voting structure of the MLC. Michael says he doesn't want to give up his power, and neither does Henry. So what are they going to do? Make deals behind each other's backs in order to get what they want, and everybody else gets screwed. Are you okay with that? Because now you're watching all these years of unions not standing up for themselves. People behind me, I am going to show you my wall of real labor leaders. You see these people back here? Those are people that would have fought to defend us and you. Not Henry, Michael, Harry, Gloria, Greg, and the rest of them. We earned our benefits. Don't sell them away. You're only hurting yourselves. You need a real leader to defend you. Unions used to be strong in New York City. I don't know what happened to them. And they should never have given up, because when they did, they sold out us and they sold out you. Remind them we're labor, and this isn't how we work. Good night.